Hi everybody, I thought I'd do a video where I break down one of my roles, maybe a few of them. I recorded this today, but if you remember back to one of my earlier videos, back when I posted some more regular content, one of the things I did was I mentioned how using that Ozbot to record some videos could be helpful because it lets you come back through and take a look at what you hit, what you missed, etc. And so what I thought I would do is I recorded some videos today, well, one video, and go through sort of like my process here of watching it. And I tend to do this if I'm going to do it. I want to watch it pretty soon after it's recorded. That way everything is still fresh in my head. And you can see sort of what I'll do and how I'll take notes, etc. Alright, so let's hit this. So this first one, I'm going to go up against a good buddy of mine, James. He's an officer on the police force. He's a white belt, so you'll see here, it's going to be almost like a flow roll. There's going to be some positions where I'm going to stop and I'm going to let him get some stuff. Here I do a hook and do a pull. We worked knee shield that day, so the day we're doing this, we worked knee shield, so I was going to see if he wanted to go knee shield. I ended up just squashing him down, coming up here. You know, I let him get me in the guard a little bit here. I pulled butterfly, forced butterfly, try to come over top. I was a little sloppy there. Go to the other side. Now here I'm thinking going to Kessa, maybe not Kessa, knee on belly side. Wasn't sure what I wanted to do. Ended up settling on side control, and I'm waiting for him to work. Right now I'm waiting for him to do his thing. He tried to do a little bit of a muscle move, so I went to Kessa. I'm waiting to see if he'll transition out of Kessa. He doesn't, but I'm bringing the leg over on the hip, and I think I'm going for a choke there. I think I did a... yeah. Oh, no, I didn't. I let him sweep me. Oh, okay. So what happened here is, like I said, a little bit of a flow roll. So this is kind of cool. So my left hand is like a crossface under his neck. So I'm telling him, you know, being that I don't have my grapevines, being that I'm not pulling on his hip, that he should just do a trap and roll escape. And you saw we did that. Now he wanted to do it again, so we came back, and he's going to hit it again. And again, I'm letting him hit it. Obviously, in this position, if I was going for it hard, I would probably do a pretty tight grapevine there and pin the hips, using my hips. But yeah. But again, I want to let him work. I want him to get him better. Again, for him, this is literally life and death at times. You know, and there, I locked my grapevines on him just so he has an idea of what I would do. And here, we see how, you know, you lock the grapevines, pin the hip, he tries to roll. Again, I let him, but it's that idea. Now I'm going to come because I want him in guard. And we're going to start working. He comes up. A little sloppy. Giving him some space. I want to see what he's going to do. We worked knee shield into arm drag. Basically that. Into calf slicer this day. But what I did is I just took his back. And I'm going to fight to... I think this is when I try to isolate his arm. Maybe not. At one point when I roll with him, I isolate his arm and lock it in. Oh, I'm just coming up. I was going to do like a weird bow and arrow. But he feeds me his hand. So there we go. Bringing the leg up. And then I'm locking. I should be pulling up over top there, but he's not pulling out. Get a 2-on-1. Go for the choke. Sort of a short choke there. Again, he's happy. He's learning. I'm liking it. Again, let him work, but make sure I keep myself. So there, I purposely was letting him try to grab my hand. I wanted him to do sort of like if he was going to have to arrest me. I tend to play that game with him. But yeah, so again, took the back. Come in. Watching. And we see my boys here. Oh, this is a great north-south Kimura from Ross and Mike. Oh, maybe he doesn't go for the Kimura there. Yeah, those guys got a Kimura later in the match. I'm on mount. See, there's my grapevines. There we see the grapevines. And I'm telling him, get your legs back, get your legs back. Get your leg back, and he does, and we roll. And I think that, I don't know what, oh, we ran into them. We kicked them in the head. So I'm letting him take my back. I'm letting him do whatever he wants. Again, work in a position. Doesn't mean it's safe. You know, you can easily get tapped. Even though I'm a purple belt and he's a white belt, you know, he gets the right move. You know. Here I'm trying a weird escape I've been trying to play with where you use your head and lock the arm. And that has the crossface. And then you lock up on the thing and then you try to post up around and spin. I couldn't get that. Still haven't got that move down right. I'm going to work around. I think I'm going to pull him into a half guard. Can't remember. Yep, half guard, shoulder lock, and he taps. Now, a lot of guys are going to tap to that. He does have a rough shoulder there. But I actually wanted to pull it out and try to get it to reverse armbar there. But, yeah. So we go again. We reset. I'm watching. I'm letting him work. He defended his head. Good. I just wonder if he's going to let me give that guillotine. He tends to give me that guillotine. Again, great guy. I like this guy. He's has the mentality I think a cop should have because he just loves training. Again, a little sacrifice throw there. And that was the bell. So, I'm going to pause here and move on to the next one. So we're coming up on my second rule this day. It's going to be against Dr. Ross. He's a radiologist. Another great guy. Very technical. There he's actually asking me if I knew who Demetrius Golitsyn was. I'm like, of course. That's who I took my name after. I guess he read an article in Crisis. Again, we're jockeying for position. He's taking like a very low wrestler stance. Try to do something. He went for a single leg there, so I hooked it. You know, I was very happy with that. I could have hooked that a little faster and stomped in. But, you know, the classic hook under the groin and turn in and stomp. Go in there. One thing I like with this rule with Ross actually is at one point I catch him in a triangle, but I can't finish it. And you know, I think I know what I did wrong. But yeah, when we get to that, because that's what I really want to break down. That's what I really want to see, because he was really good at defending it that day. Here I'm going for like a head and arm choke. I don't quite have it. He has his arm. He's basically answering the telephone on me, and he's getting a little space. We're rolling, and we collide. So we just let it go, reset. I was like, tap. And he goes, no, I kicked. I was like, all right. And again, just reset. We're resetting down, but you know. And here you can see James and Mike Torres going at it. And Mike's a great guy. So I went for the leg there. I think I wanted to do knee bar. We drilled that earlier in the week. I didn't quite have it. I lost it. I tried to reset for it. Try to get more of a proper entry. I'm not right. So like we can see here, like if we look, I don't have the right angle. What I'm doing now is I'm pulling his hip to the side, like I'm opening up his hip, stressing those hip flexors. So he's gonna have to move. But if you can see, like looking at this now, I can see like I am in no way, shape, or form square up on that leg. I am way too far on my side. I need to be basically up on my head, square in with the front part of that thigh on my chest, and I don't have it. So I'm not going to have the angle here. That's a given. But we still fight. Figure maybe I'll try for like a weird reverse knee bar that you sometimes get. And nothing. He pops out. So we come up. Trying to control the leg. Trying to come in. Trying to get him into some type of open guard. Spider. I forgot I worked spider on him that day. Again, spider's important, especially for like a spider sweep, stuff like that. You want to stay on your sides. Never want to get caught. Here's where I messed up. So I'm trying to work that triangle. I'm trying to figure out a triangle here. I got the arm. I'm in sort of setup position. I can almost get it locked, but see, I'm letting him stack me too much. He's coming too much over me. I need to get my hips out more. That's where I messed up. I'm letting him come too far up, and that's what I thought. So if we see there, see, it comes up too far, he's able to get the leg out, and so we just start working again. And, you know, we're going. Guys are up here in front. This is one of the issues with a lot of people coming, but it's great. It's great to see them. I did sort of a back take again here, trying to get my hooks. He's in Kessa. Try to do just see what he's gonna do. Try to grab. Using his gi to just make him uncomfortable here. It's not effective, but it's frustrating. Again, I got him to come up. Grabbing. If I remember correctly, yeah, I sort of basically do a tackle here. And we keep going. I get to the side. He had a start of like a guillotine choke there, but again, I got to the other side, so he had nothing. I knew I'd be relatively safe with that. We're blocked. Blocked a little bit. I don't know if this is Bo or his son Max, but somebody's moving the camera for us, which is nice. Because with this many people, I can't exactly use that Ozbot. But yeah, so I got the top. I think I'm going. I want to do like an Ezekiel or something here, I think. Yeah, I wanted to go Ezekiel. Couldn't quite get it set up. Oh no, it's a head and arm. It's a head and arm from Scorpion. Couldn't get it. He comes up. Getting working. I have his legs pinned there. I'm kind of happy with how those were pinned. I'm creeping up. Should have grapevine that one. And bell. So rule 3 is going to be against Mike. Me and Mike actually got our blue belts at the same time, but he had some health issues. I kept training. I even trained a bit through the pandemic. And, you know, I knew that wasn't going to work there. That was way too out, but just wanted to see how he'd react, see what he would do. Sometimes I do that. I'll do a stupid thing just to see what happens. I have his legs pinned here, coming out, and trying to keep heavy. Pretty happy with that. Not great. See, I'm holding his hip there. I'm trying to work up. Okay, he let me get the mount. No, he has me in half guard. Again, we worked knee shield this day, so I'm trying to be mindful of the knee. And he's working a Kimura grip. Missed it. Oh, I'm going to go calf slicer here. I think I'm going to go calf slicer. I sensed his leg was vulnerable. Yeah. See, one of the things we drilled was calf slicer. So I felt with the position I had, he had me in a sort of a loose half guard. And I was able to reach back and keep the pin on him. Now, again, I got a bit of a size advantage by maybe 15 pounds. But I was able to hit a calf slicer there. So I was able to reach back and just lock that slicer, which was one of the moves we drilled today. So I was happy I found a way to get into it other than what we drilled. Again, waiting to see how he moves. Decide to pull guard, at least open. Get a little hook, almost like De La Hiva. Not really, but, you know. I don't know, just fiddling around, trying to see what happens. Play a little bit. It's third rule, so gas tank's still good, but I let him come up. I'm trying to do like, I think, a deep half sweep. I come up, working the leg. Oh, I want to do like a knee bar there. Again, we drilled that this week. He has it locked pretty good. I can't get it, can't get it, can't get it, can't get it. So I'm going to abandon it here in a minute. Yeah, I realize I'm not going to have it. So, come up. And boom. Again, we're working calf slicer. So setting it up. I didn't get it, but he was afraid of it, so it's helpful. Again, I just hit a calf slicer on him, so now I'm trying to isolate the arm. You know, classic Kimura grip. I should be. So here's a place I'm making a mistake. I should be motorcycling that thumb out, and I ended up going with the razor armbar there. So let's go back just real quick, because if we just go back 30 seconds here, we can see, you know, I can't get the Kimura, so I end up, he straightens his arm, so when he straightens the arm, boom, right there, I have that reverse razor armbar. Standard setup, you know, key lock, razor, Kimura, no matter how they turn that elbow joint, just, if you have the top pin, just jack it up. Obviously, this is my buddy, I don't want to jack him up, but train for it. And so we're working here. Started just sitting guard. See how he's gonna enter. Again, work knee shield today, so I'm going a little knee shield. I'm a little far out, but he let me come up and got the turn on him. I got my hooks. So here you can see I'm working my hooks a lot differently than I did in that first rule with James. Because with Mike, I got to be more mindful of it. Like, I don't want to give up top position if I have it. So, working, trying to get a gift wrap. Playing. And I don't know what I have there. Not sure. We got the bell. But yeah. So, yeah. So a couple takeaways. Again, looking back at first rule with James is definitely just a play. You know, let him work. I work. I try to work on some stuff. Ross, a little more fun. Ross is great. I definitely have to, again, like we saw there, I have to get more space. I have to keep him down lower when I'm working that triangle choke. Because I basically had it locked. I mean, it wasn't tight locked, but I had the leg in the knee. So I had the figure four lock. It was loose, but it was there. But I just let him stack too much. And then with Mike, again, just nitpicky stuff. You know, when I went for that Kimura, definitely should have motorcycled the thumb, get the palm facing out, from down, puts the lock right into that elbow joint. Easier said than done, but it's a nice little sambo trick. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully this made sense. Hopefully this wasn't too boring, and you saw sort of how I, you know, can do an anatomy exam and break down my rules and see what I like, see what I missed, especially see what I missed. And again, I did this the night after I recorded it. That way I had a chance to remember what I was hoping you know, planning for. Anyway, I think it's a valid strategy. Hope it's helpful. Peace.